Alright, time for round 4 game of this month's MSEM GP. Playing against Dravos, so this is going to be the ramp mirror match. And this mirror match is kind of a crapshoot because it's basically, I think matchup is basically whoever can ramp up to 7 mana first probably wins. And this hand can't really ramp to 7 mana. So like, the cards I'm mostly looking for is turn 1 ramp. I'm on the draw. I'm mostly looking for turn 1 ramp and the cards that let me turbo out my lands. Ramp doesn't play that much interaction main deck, so in game 1 I don't think we can really stop each other from ramping, so I should mulligan this because I need to look for something better. Well, I guess this definitely does it. Earthbreaker Behemoth is actually one of the few ways that this deck has of killing Drubadia, so I think I'm definitely keeping that. Do I need 2 Primal Resurgence? I don't think I need 2 Primal Resurgences. I'm just going to keep 1. Or actually, maybe I bomb Earthly Divinate. How am I going to curve? I think I bomb one of the Primals. And then, do they also have turn 1 Primal? Yep, true ramp mirror. We both have turn 1 Primals. Let's see if they follow up with turn 2 RFE. I think like the best scenario for me is that they run out Drubadia sometime, or they run out Drubadia and then I Earthbreaker it. Yeah, mirrors. I know, right? Earthly probably wants to try to dig for like one of the cards that let me start turboing. Okay, they're going to do turn 2 Earthly. If they go Alexa, I actually don't have a way to kill it easily right now. I mean, my play next turn is just going to be recall Forgotten Aeons probably. Maybe if I kept the other Primal in hand, I would have bought Earthly, so then I would have been able to recall into land and then stick Primal on one of my non-basics probably, which isn't that good because what did they Earthly out a land? Yeah, makes sense. If they follow this up with Alexa, I don't actually have a good way to respond to that. So they better. I'm hoping they don't do that. Okay, 2 Earthlies. They're up to 5 lands. I mean, that's fine. They still haven't landed. They still haven't found their ramp engine yet. So the good news about Earthbreaker is that so if they want to get Drubadia down and activate both modes at the same time, or if they want to alt Drubadia on the turn it comes down, it requires 14 mana, which I don't think they're getting to ever. They're like working with 4 mana right now. Characters now has the number in the corner that shows you how many cards are selected. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Guys, use the beta. Alright, yeah, I'm advertising for the beta. Anyways, so since they can't Drubadia on the same turn, they have to Drubadia and activate it once, and that becomes a 4/5, which means that it's small enough for Earthbreaker to kill. Okay, they're going to untap with 5. They're going to go to 5 lands after untapping. I get Petal Weaver. Do I want to play that instead of... I can go Petal Weaver, Earthly Divination instead this turn. I think that actually might be better, because I already have Earthbreak, I guess. So getting out Petal Weaver before they can budge in and activate in the same turn is probably a good thing to do. Yeah, because that guarantees I get one more turn of Petal Weaver before stuff goes bad. Okay, yeah, I think I agree enough with that logic. So Petal Weaver into Earthly, and I get to Earthly with 2 Devotion. Hopefully hit something with that. Hit something useful, but if it flips land, that's also fine. Oh, Kirkran. I mean, the other options aren't actually that good, so yeah, I will just take in Kirkran, and now I can just work towards ramping up to. I win once I get to 10 lands. I don't have lands in hand right now, which could be kind of bad for Pale Weaver, but I can always minus to get more lands if I need to, or I can always activate Kirkran to get more lands if that's something I want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they have 5 after land drop, so they can't Drubadia and also activate it and also shoot Alexa in the same turn with it. I should probably put Drubadia in chat because it has lots of text and I keep talking about it. They could just RFE right now. I mean, that's fine. That means they're not playing to the board. I mean, neither am I, but I think I'm slightly ahead just because I have Alexa down and they don't have a good way to answer it right now. This could go pretty poorly for me if I... Did they just whiff on lands again? I mean, that seems to be what's happening here, because that's based on how they're reacting right now. Or did they, or, oh, they didn't hit 2 lands. Yeah, I mean, I'm planning on RFEing next turn too, but which means I need to hit 2 lands, which could also just, Verdant Sanctuary. Yeah, that's scary, because now the next turn they will be able to Drubadia and activate in the same turn, but they can't alt it. They can't alt it in the same turn, so I still have a chance to kill with Earthbreaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I can just do this. So yeah, 6. They're tapping with 7. They could roll by next turn. If they roll by, there's not much I can do about it. So I hope that doesn't happen. No, I have my own roll by right now. I don't think roll buying is going to be how I win this game. So I won't bother roboting, which means that I need to tap out green in order to RFE. Or I mean, I could tap like this and leave one green floating and hope to find something to use it on. And I'm probably like pitching Robo to Pale Weaver if I don't find enough lands off the RFE. Yeah, that's probably what I'm doing here. Okay, found Verdant Sanctuary, which solves all my problems. And I will play that. And plus, I can actually minus Pale Weaver to get Earthly Divination. Anyways, I have 2 land plays, right? I didn't play any lands this turn, so I still have 2 land plays remaining. So I just get out these 2 lands. The question here is, I mean, what? I have 7 mana. Do I need to go up to 8 mana? Is there anything I want 8 mana for right now? Not really, but like if I Pale Weaver, if I Earthly into a Druvadia, then it becomes really good for me. Yeah, so I should just minus Pale Weaver right now. So Earthly Divination, let's see if I flip Druvadia. I do not. I can grab Dovon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I can just do this. Dovon can get rid of an RFE, but that's like way too late for that. I think I'm supposed to just take a rope. No, I already have a second robot. I don't need to take another one. I guess I could just grab a land here again. It gets me closer towards Karakran. Like I'm at 6 lands. I mean, having Dovon in play is no, it's not that useful. Yeah, I'll just grab another land at this point. So Pale Weaver minus turns out to be basically the same as a Pale Weaver plus, but that's fine. So main worry here is that I have, like, if they Tire of Tributes me, I am in very big trouble, because so they can't target me this turn, but they can target me next turn. And if they target me, I'm looking at wait, no, I just win next turn because I plus Pale Weaver, or no, I'm 1-off winning because RFE is not a land. So if I can just top deck an RFE, then I win because then I get to 10 lands for Karakran. Okay, they do have Druvadia. So I can Rova into Earthbreaker next turn if I don't draw anything. And I do need Earthbreaker Druvadia so that they can't like kill me with the ult next turn. Actually, how much mana do I have left after I Rova? 9. I have 9 left over. I have 9 mana, which means I'm floating 2 mana every time I Rova. Yeah, that's enough extra. Oh, they could also spin the wheel with Elizabeth. Nope, they're not doing that because they don't have extra land plays remaining after playing out Elizabeth. Oh, do I just win here? I mean, Rova is basically no, I do not win here because Alexa died, which means I don't get my free land play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think it's super likely that I have a Karakran activation lineup for next turn. Okay, so I don't care about drawing. Even if I get Druvadia after RFE, can I also play it and activate it in the same turn? No, I can't. At least it's not enough time to kill my opponent's Druvadia. Then 8. This will. Okay, so I should always play out my land first, which puts me up to 9, or puts me up to 9 mana. I RFE playing their land puts me up to 10 mana total. I can Rova afterwards, and then Earthbreaker activate Karakran. I don't ever need to activate Karakran. Yeah, well, I should just RFE first usually. Or do I have enough green sources for Rova? Yes, I do. Yeah. Oh, Druvadia. I can Rova, but then I don't have enough land drops left. So yeah, I do have to Earthbreaker the Druvadia. Alright, fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 exactly. Rova. Get the counters, which doesn't really matter. I'm mostly just doing it for the untap. I can't RFE and also Karakran, right? No, I can't. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. Kill their Druvadia. Hopefully that prevents them from winning the game next turn. If it doesn't, then like if they have time tributes, I still lose next turn, I think. Oh, they're just conceding here because I guess they don't have time tributes in hand. Alright, cool. So that was a good game 1 for me because I got a better starting hand than my opponent. Pulse board, I do want to bring in Ultimate Surveyors because those guys will blow up my opponent's. Both my opponent's both our engines are enchantments. Do we want Rova? I don't think Rova actually does. Like, Rova's not going to be how we win the game, so I think I actually cut these guys for Rova. I still want Tyrant because that thing will flip the matchup if we get to 8 mana. So I think I just go with this loadout because it maximizes the amount ramping we're doing. Yeah, I'll go with this. I mean, there could be an argument for Bessie's Brood because it kills some number of small guys, but I don't think it kills enough things for me to be happy bringing it in. And also, like, it definitely doesn't kill Druvadia, which is the main thing I want to be able to kill. Exclamation Grove Stalker, maybe I want it because it it's Karakran, but then it's one of yeah. If I do this, I'm like cutting. Like Field Tender is so good in this matchup though, because they don't have good ways to kill small guys. Maybe I board up. Maybe I trim a Verdant Sanctuary. No, but Verdant Sanctuary is how I like go nuts, right? What do I even cut here? Do I ever cut a land in this matchup? Surely not, right? I think maybe I cut like one of the Planeswalkers down here. I cut Kremheld because I don't know if I'm cutting stuff like that. I should be cutting Verdant Sanctuary over the first Kremheld because at least Kremheld doesn't get hit by or no, they're not going to be Ultimate Surveying me. Maybe there is an argument for doing this. Alright, hopefully I'm not proven wrong. No lands. I guess this is keepable. And I should be buying a land here, I think. Yeah. If they also boarded in their own Ultimate Surveyors and... How many Ultimates do they run? Like, they're on an earlier build of this deck. They only run 2 Ultimate Surveyors. Well, I mean, I only brought in 2, so I guess it's about even. Oh, I drew my Ultimate, but they opened on Dovon instead of the enchantment. And let's see if they can. Let's see if they have their own Ultons right now, or if they run out Verdant Sanctuary on 2, then I'm definitely blowing it up. If they play out any fetch lands, I think I also shuffle it away because fetch lands are a way for them to get extra land plays with certain cards. Verdant Sanctuary seems unlikely right now because they already played a land beforehand, unless they're like sequencing it really weirdly. Okay, Pale Weaver. I can't deal with that right now. And for the record, my deck doesn't really have a way to deal with it at all. So yeah, they are ramping and I'm not, which is a problem. They flip Verdant Sanctuary. Are they keeping it like... So they're always going to get at least 2 land plays off this thing because Ulton is at sorcery speed. Wait, they bin it. Do they have... So they... Either they have Verdant in hand or they... No, they definitely have Verdant in hand because I don't think you ever bin Verdant here if you have Alexa out like this. Druvagia... Too bad I don't have an extra land play. I could run out Druvagia right now and hope that they don't have their own... I mean, they don't have enough mana to Druvagia and also play out stuff. How do they actually kill my Druvagia right now? They can't, right? Yeah, their build doesn't have any good ways of killing this thing. So a heads up play could be just to run out Druvagia right now because they don't really have a way to kill it. And then next turn I Verdant Sanctuary. Well, no, that's still really bad. Alternative play Earthly Divination. Or alternative play, no, if I want to sequence into Verdant Sanctuary, I need to Earthly Divination first, which is not good. I could RFE to try to set up for a Druvagia play next turn. I'm pretty sure the heads up play here is to just run out Druvagia and then try to pop off with it next turn. They don't have the mana to pop off with it either, so I think the best play here is to just jam RFE, right? Or sequence Earthly into Verdant Sanctuary. I mean, Earthly into Verdant at least guarantees that when Druvagia comes down, I'll have enough land drops. And seeing as they haven't blown up Primal Resurgence yet, definitely suggests that they don't have a way to blow up enchantments right now. Yeah, I think that's actually the line, which isn't great, but it's fine-ish. Alright, sure, I guess I'll grab this land. This could have actually gone pretty wrong if I just didn't flip a land here, but I did, so that's good. And I'll blow these guys off the top of the deck. Fetch Lush Oasis to get all my colors for next turn, and then play out Verdant and pass the turn. And hope my opponent doesn't go too nuts next turn. Wait, no, if they have Verdant Sanctuary, they definitely would have played it over Alexa, right? Like, what was their play last turn again? Yeah, they had Temur Rain, so they could have gone Alexa, or no, they had to sequence Alexa first in order to get the land play. So I guess that makes or they have a way to play cards from graveyard, which would really suck for me. Then I should have ulted their fetch land. The heads up play would have been to ult in their fetch land, but I kind of want ult to at least hit enchantment before I play it. So I guess that was a missed opportunity. I can't. So 4 mana is kind of the awkward point because I can't actually Druvagia and also blow up 2 things in the same turn. Or I can't Druvagia and also activate it and also shoot stuff with it in the same turn on 4 mana. And they're not playing a bunch of fetch lands for some reason. Do they value Lumbering Hillock that much? I feel like if I was in their place, I would have just played out Temur Range twice to try to get as much value off the Field Tender as possible before. Well, how much of a clock is this anyways? 1, 2. Like they don't actually have that much mana work. Well, they will have a lot more mana. Huh. Okay. And they're keeping it in play to protect against Ultimate Surveyors. And they probably will just exile the Recall Forgotten Aeons, which is actually fine because I don't. Like that's not my game plan right now. My game plan is to get Druvagia and shoot as much stuff as I can with it. So play RFE first. I guess I will be able to I will be able to Earthly Divination with 2 Devotion, which could be useful. Wayfarer Shrine, saving Wayfarer Shrine for Drubajia next turn. I could Ultin right now, but Ultin has nothing to blow up, so it's not worth playing right now. So 2 land plays, Earthly, try to see what I can get. Actually, I should start by just sequencing it like this, just to, in case I flip anything super valuable off my own Dovon. Actually, yeah, well, I should just grab that. Like, yeah, it could die to removal, but that's fine because I'm pretty sure it only dies to Drubajia. If they Drubajia my Dovon, how sad am I? I can still Drubajia no matter if they kill my Dovon or not. So I guess I just bring this thing out. And I could have Ultim Surveyor, but I don't think I'm in the position, or I don't think I really want the Ultim Surveyor right now. Still, I think my main fear here is that if they have Rova, it's pretty bad for me. Field Tender plus Alexa means they can go up to 8 mana this turn or next turn, right? Or plus Dovon, they're just going to exile my RFE, right? Yeah. Okay, so what they're working with 6 mana, so they can go up as 8 mana, assuming no additional land plays except for the ones on board. With 8 mana, they can tyrant me and I lose. If they tyrant me, I lose. If they have Rova, I am in a very bad spot because I definitely cannot deal with all their board. Or Rova can probably just kill me in 2 swings. If they have Drubajia, I'm fine because I can kill their Drub with my own Drubajia, but then I can shoot 3 things with Drubajia with what I have in hand right now, which means I don't actually get to kill Alexa. I'll probably just kill Drubajia plus the Field Tender. And they still have all these guys left over. Drubajia does not get my Lance Trample. They might actually have enough chump blockers to not die to Drubajia ult, which could be a problem. Oh, they're just attacking. They have literally nothing else. Okay. I mean, how much am I taking here? What? 5, 9? Sure. If they have Rova, they just kill. No, if they had Rova, they would have played it by now. So they don't have Rova in hand. They also don't have Tyrant in hand because if they had, they would have played it by now. Wait, do I just die to Lumbering Hillock Swings next turn? I don't think I do just yet. I might die to tokens though. I might actually be forced to just play out Ultim Surveyor to gain life early. Well, it gains me 3 life, it gets him a token. Not the best use of Ultim Surveyor, but it's like not that bad. And then I set up for Drubajia ult next turn, so unless they have their own Drubajia waiting in the wings, I'm fine. I mean, if Drubajia ult means that they're forced to keep everything back, and then hopefully I can claw back a game from there. No, they can just minus Pale Weaver to bring stuff back. Well, no, but if they don't play anything else to the board, then Drubajia is just going to be shooting Alexa and Field Tender, which does cut off their main sword. Okay, how much? 7. So I'm still getting. So Drubajia is blocking Lumbering Hillock, which means I still get whacked for 7 afterwards. And I need to crack the Wayfarer Shrine to get enough shots. So I go down to 1 life. Ultim Surveyor brings me down to up to 5 life. I survive a swing, and then I try to ult Drubajia next turn. Yeah, that's my line. My own Lumbering Hillock, not useful right now. No creatures in graveyard, so Dovon's not useful right now. I mean, Dovon could be useful as a chump blocker, so I should keep it around. Actually, no, Dovon can eat the Field Tender, but I don't have enough mana to do that. Or do I? They can eat their own Field Tender with the Dovon. Well, whatever. Not much I can do here, so... do the Drubajia thing. Okay, Wayfarer Shrine. Let's get this thing out of here. Wait, I might have sequenced slightly incorrectly, because this gives them a chance to... Well, whatever, it's too late to change my mind. I play this, shoot Alexa. Okay, well, I guess they're just doing it for me. Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do anyways. 8 mana going to next turn. Do I need to Ultim Surveyor? Or do I need to Ultim Surveyor just to try to survive? Probably should, honestly. And then, I mean, Dovon gets to eat a Field Tender, but I guess that's fine, mostly. Yeah, fine. Just gain life here. They can have the token. If they have Rova, I just died, but like, if they had Rova, I feel like they would have played it by now, so I don't think they don't think they have Rova right now. I am threatening Drubajia lethal or Drubajia ult, so maybe that forces them to keep back all their creatures. I ult Drubajia, I swing with everything, get all their guys to block or something. Maybe that gets me somewhere. Yeah, they eat Field Tender with Dovon. If they have Tyrant Tributes, they would have played it by now. So, like, I just need to avoid them top decking one of their top ends, and I should be fine. I mean, they could have Drubajia. Oh, if they have Drubajia plus some land plays, they could also shoot down my own Drubajia and then threaten a Drubajia ult on their turn, and then I probably lose from there unless I top deck Tyrant Tributes. And I mean, I shuffled before, so pretty sure that's game still. I mean, I guess it's what? Uh, is it 4-man Rova right now? No, they're activating Lumbering Hillock. And so the only thing I need to worry about is, I guess, Bessie's Brood, technically. They don't have enough math to activate Drubadia anymore, so, like, oh, Krakran. Nope, they don't have enough lands. One short. Were they planning to Krakran me this turn? They're just several lands short, unless they have extra land plays this turn. Why did they activate Lumbering Hawk anyways? So we're planning to attack me. Okay, so they can just fully trump my Drubadia swing, so I'm still not out of the woods yet. And they're building up Krakran, and I'm not. So like this actually not favored right now, I don't think. Okay, but they tapped 4 mana for no good reason because I guess they wanted to attack with Lumbering Hawk and decided not to. Sure, I mean I'll take it. No, RFE is a good top deck. You can activate Krakran, and then if they have any extra land drops maker, then they just kill me next turn. Do I have any way to prevent that from happening? Like, okay, Druvadia can actually give me mana, right? So 2 lands. RFE means I have, so RFE plus 2 land plays means I have enough to alt Druvadia. That untaps everything, gives me some more. It's only until I'm turned though, so I just have to hope they have no ways of forcing extra land plays on my turn. And actually, no, it's indestructible, so it makes no sense to try to double block. They just have to block enough lands to not die. So how much is that? They need to prevent 5 lands from hitting them. Yeah, that seems pretty doable. They just need to block with jump with 2 of these guys. I'm still staring down all these guys next turn. Or no, I'm getting a bunch more lands. Just sequence this out correctly. Well, that is a lot of more lands, I guess. I guess I'll take my 3 land. Oh, I only have 3 land plays left, anyways. Sure, I'll take my 3 land plays. So now what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can activate Druvadia. Like, I have nothing better to do here, right? I should just activate Druvadia and swing out. Hope that my opponent can't Krakran me next turn. Because what's the alternative? Like, I Druvadia to get 3 more mana, recall, have 3 mana left over. That's still not enough to Krakran afterwards. I guess I technically have 4 mana left over after I play out my forest, but that's still not enough to Krakran afterwards. So I should just like swing for as much damage as possible, and then hope my opponent can't Krakran me next turn afterwards. Yeah, alright. I guess that's what I have to do here. On the bright side, at least math is for blockers. Okay, math is for blockers. So how many guys do I need to leave back to not die to the backswing? 1. Okay, so like they're whacking. They need to block with at least how many? So again, this many attackers kills them. They need to make sure I only have 3 things to connect. So they have to block. They need to block this many creatures. They need to block 7. Actually, Druvadia is even scarier. So they need to block 7 attackers. Actually, Ultimate Surveyor Swing will actually cause a breakpoint, so they technically need to block 8 things. So that's 8 things they can block with, and then on the backswing, I take 8. I guess that's acceptable. Alright, have fun with this. They can also double block, but then they just die to attackers, so like I don't think they can afford to double block here. They need to trump everything to not die here. So again, Robo top deck means they win, Krakran top deck means they win, or no, any extra land play giver means they win, or extra land plays plus a way to play extra lands, plus extra lands to play. They can always activate Krakran to find their, to get a land into hand, so yeah, and they should have enough mana to play out their, or maybe they don't have enough mana to, like if they don't have an extra land left in hand, maybe they don't have enough mana to activate Krakran on the same turn and also get an extra land plague out. Although all the extra land plague granters are pretty cheap, so most of them are 3 mana. They take 3 mana to play the extra land plague granter. They play out the land they fetched last turn, and then they activate Krakran. Yeah, I guess they technically don't have enough to. They actually don't have enough mana to do everything they want to do. Okay, peasants block Bajie and 7 lands. Hillock blocks an 8th. We only have 7 land. Yeah, okay, so that's like how much damage? Yeah, that I guess they did do the math correctly. This also means I'm out of gas, so like I actually can't win the game next turn. They get to exile my RFE, so I'm out of gas. I'm not threatening anything. So hopefully, no, I'm still in a really bad spot. Yeah, I'm in a bad spot now. I need to like top deck Krakran or something to come back into the game. And they can just double on my recall, so I have no way to refill. I guess that technically I'm still threatening attacks with Druvadia, which kills them in 2 swings or something like that. Okay, did they get enough? Did they get the extra land play that they wanted for Krakran? They did not. Cool. Alright. Let's see if they want to exile my RFE. I guess they're not. Okay, sure. Maybe they are, I guess. Yeah, sure. No, I there's like zero reason not to activate Devon here, right? I guess because they're afraid of attacks, I guess. Well, I really need to win the game this turn, or else I lose to Karakran because they can always fetch a land here. So what possible top deck wins? Karakran top deck. Karakran top deck means I win. That's really the only top deck that top deck that gets me here because I don't have enough mana left afterwards for time of tributes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, RFE. Earthbreaker does not help here. Actually, do I have enough blockers to not die to Karakran? How many blockers do I need? So I'm dead if 6 lands hits me. I'm dead if... So I just need to block 4 lands, which is actually doable. Like, it's quite doable. So I'm actually not dead to Karakran, surprisingly. Wait, no, how many land plays do I have remaining? I can just Earthbreaker the Dovon and swing with Drubatia. And that forces a Lumbering Hillock block, which means that they can't. Okay, cool. I just win then. Right, I have 2 land plays remaining. Yeah. Actually, I have 3 land plays remaining. I guess I'll Lumbering Hillock tapped after this. They're going to activate the... Do they have anything? They can exile... No, they have literally nothing to exile here. That thing just dies and deals 3 to my opponent. Exile Earthly Divination because why not, I guess. Sure. So this should force a Lumbering Hillock block, or a Crumbling Shrine block, or like some sort of block which puts them further away from Karakran activation. Can they activate? Yeah, they can activate Lumbering Hillock and still Karakran in the same turn though, so... Or can they? No, they can't anymore. They don't have enough mana for that. Because they decide to not float Dovon mana. They instead decide to use Dovon for some reason instead of activating Karakran. Like they're going to jump with Crumbling Shrine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, technically I'm still dead if they top... Or I'm still in a very bad spot if they top deck Time of Tributes. So like... Or am I even in that bad of a spot? I'm actually in a sort of alright spot. How many? I have 19, so if they top deck Tyrant and play it, I need to sack 10 things. In that case, I just like sack half my lands, and then still fine, and then I swing with everything, and they still die. I think, yeah, okay. So if they have an extra land play thing plus 2 lands in hand, they can still get there. Or no, so Karakran animates into Karakran, so 9 attackers, or 9 2/2s. I die if 6 of them connect. I have 4 blockers, so they can connect 5 of them, 5 lands. So yeah, I'm fine. I barely survive a Karakran swing. Wait, so if they time tributes me, what am I sack? I need to sack 10 things, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's still enough to activate Lumbering Hillock afterwards. Right, yeah, that's enough to activate Lumbering Hillock, so I'm swinging with a bunch of 5 power guys and 4/4, so then they still die to that. They're playing a bunch of stuff. Is it actually going to be Tyrant Tributes? No, it's Rova. Actually, Rova into Tyrant would be one way to get them out of this, because then my board isn't wide enough to lethal them afterwards. I mean, no, with Rova they can instant speed Tyrant me, which would be pretty funny. Like if they ambush me with Tyrant on attacks, okay, they're not doing Tyrant. It seems like, right? They only have 7 mana left, so unless they RFE right now, they probably have a way to get extra land plays, so they could still be holding a Tyrant. Seems like they're holding whatever they are holding right now. Or they're trying to instant speed something during combat. Not sure what the benefit of that is, but... Oh, wait, do they have enough Karakran? No. Oh. Does it not count? Oh, they are feet. Right. So they do, but I barely survive and I kill them on the swing back. So I should be fine. Yeah, wait, Karakran makes them permanently lands. I can't kill them on the swing back anymore. Yeah, they could just be like holding all these guys back as blockers, and then it becomes board style where they actually win. Because if Rova gets one single attack in, the lands become big enough where I just die. Then I need to find my own Karakran to... Does that even... No, they're at 3 lives, so I only need to connect with like 2 guys to win. So if I find my own Karakran, I guess they could like instant speed Tyrant me or something. That's one way to screw me over. Or like if I... How close am I to possibly getting Karakran? Halfway through my deck and I haven't seen any Karakran. Oh, is this a Tyrant? With the Tyrant here, I think I still win. No, they're coalescing RFE. Okay, now they don't have enough blockers. Or do they? They have barely enough blockers, but they have to like... well, if I swing out, I die on the crackback, so it's not good if I swing out. Actually, do I... Like, they have to block. I can get 2 dams through with Lumbering Hillock if they block on one of their lands. Alright. Drew budget also wins, right? Because I have enough to Drew budget and blow up recall. Spell Weaver. How much mana am I working with? 15 mana. I can start off with recall just to see what I draw into. Because if I draw into Character at any point, I just win. Recall first, and then Pale Weaver minus Earthly Divination. Okay, Pale Weaver minus recall again. But anyways, yeah, I always recall first here, just to see what I can draw into. Okay, that's not useful. So that's 2 extra land plays, or I mean 3 land plays for this turn. Pale Weaver Earthly is probably my next play. Yeah, Pale Weaver, dump Verdant Sanctuary, pick up Earthly Divination because that digs deeper than the other options right now. Sure. Did I get Carry Crayon? No, I did not. I could get. Oh, I got Earthbreaker, and I have enough to just play it out like that. Problem is that Earthbreaker doesn't actually kill anything right now. Or no, it kills one of their lands. Okay, cool. Actually, I just win here. Yeah, GG. Okay. I did get quite lucky with my opponent not having enough lands for Carry Crayon on that crucial turn. Lethal anyway? No. Did I have lethal? I wasn't counting. Well, anyways, yeah. I matched went over my ramp opponent. I guess I'll be ramp deck who's advancing to the top cut, which is a shame because I kind of wanted both ramp decks to make it to top cut because that'd be really funny. But I guess that won't be happening. I am curious about the replays. What did my opponent have? Or what happened in game 1? Was there anything interesting in game 1 that I wanted to talk about? I mean, we both ramped pretty hard. Okay, I got Kirakran early. Opponent RFE'd, got out Drubagia. You know, they got Verdant Sanctuary right because they had it to do that. Could they have sequenced this turn differently? No, they could not have because there wasn't really any point in like yeah, RFE is probably correct here. They didn't flip the second land. I wonder if they should play out. No, they should always play out Verdant Sanctuary here. Except yeah, because they get the extra land play. And then I got the Verdant Sanctuary plus Pale Weaver, so now I'm turboing out lands. Meanwhile, my opponent had access, so my opponent will get access to. I mean, like they had to kill Alexa this turn, right? Because then otherwise I run away with. I guess technically they didn't have to kill Alexa. They could have gone Elizabeth through Bajia, get 2 land plays. I don't think that's very effective. I mean, they could have also gone Bajia Field Tender and then gotten 4 tokens. But then that like all of those plays let Alexa stick, and I have Kirakran in play, right? So like if they let Alexa stick, then I just need to Alexa plus, and then have another land play, and then I have Kirakran's next turn. So, I mean, yeah, they kind of had to do that to kill Alexa and then get Elizabeth out. And I did get access to enough. What happened here? Right, I had enough land plays to roll into a follow-up, and that basically just wins the game. Or no, I Earthbreaker there. Okay, I Earthbreaker drew Badja before they could ult it, and they had not much follow-up. I mean, they could have actually survived one more turn. Because, like, they weren't completely... No, they had... Drew Badja was dead. They didn't have enough land plays afterwards to go nuts with Field Tender. Okay, yeah, so not much they could have done that game. In this game, they've... Okay, so I see they bin Verdant Sanctuary because they had enough land in hand. They already had Field Tender. And surveying their fetch land wouldn't have done anything because they already had the fetch land in hand still. So then they got Field Tender plus Pale Weaver, going nuts that way. Meanwhile, I just did stuff. Okay, they got Kirakran at least. So how did they end up losing anyways? Did they just run out of land somehow? They attacked with Lumbering Hillock and then got extra land plays that way. So they were at 7. Like, this should have been easy for them, right? They had Kirakran plus all the lands in hand. They tried to... Okay, so like they wasted mana here, but like, yeah, I guess. Wait, did they forget to play land too? Okay, they did play the Kirakran that turn. Top deck RFE, yeah, top deck RFE was pretty big there. Because that got me 3 extra land plays, which got me a bunch of extra stuff to do with Rubadia. So activating Lumbering Hillock there was, for no good reason, was definitely a huge mistake. I mean, if they didn't do that, they would have had enough to activate Kirakran afterwards, which doesn't actually change anything. So, I mean, they could have activated both of their lands and lost less life, or like they could have blocked Sultan. Well, they would have had to sack Lumbering Hillock, which puts them back, and then they're like in this precarious situation where they don't actually have any land plays left. And they decide not to exile RFE. I guess they were hoping to use the bond to chump block Drew Bajia. Well, no, the thing is, like, it doesn't matter, right? Because like their plans to get to 10 lands per Kirakran. As long as they get there, it doesn't really matter how. It doesn't even matter if they're at 1 life. So they probably should have double on the RFE. So like they can double on the RFE and then they still have enough left over to block Ultimate Surveyor. Although like they weren't dead to a Karakan swing afterwards, so like letting me play RFE means I got access to an Earthbreaker, which completely wrecked them here. And then afterwards, yeah. So I mean, I guess there's like one point where they could have like at this point they could have exiled RFE. That's really the only difference they could have made in this game. But that would have changed a lot of things because then like they exile RFE, I swing with everything, they animate Gummy Halak, or I mean I wouldn't be swinging with Ultimate Surveyor after that. I would swing with Drubatia, knock him down to 1, and then die on the crackback from Karakran. Right? I can't actually get enough things into play to not die to Karakran crackback at that point. So yeah, I guess that's one thing they could have done differently, and that probably would have made them win this game. But yeah, pretty happy making it to the top cut. Hopefully I get good luck in the top cut too, and I can win a GP with a ramp deck right before it gets nerfed, like always.